Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
10 more there and another first down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he goes out right around the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down at a yard. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
3rd and 8.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
11, Thomas.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Get set. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. In motion goes the tight end. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11 empty.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
11 mighty. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yellow. Hero 15. Strike.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And, Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
11. Here we go.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
On 1, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
To the air again, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
as the first half is winding down.
and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll have it